what's going on? How everyone doing today? I see we got 3 people in there. No one's commenting. So, hey, I guess I'm in by myself, and that's fine too. I literally wanted to talk about I'm triggered. I am super duper triggered today off some BS. This stupid microphone stand is getting on my nerves. Let's see. I just got a new email. I don't know what the email's from, but yeah, I'm triggered. There's a reason why I am triggered. I was watching a video on Facebook. Lo and behold, I really don't be on Facebook, but to post every now and again, I post some pictures of my new shoes that I'm gonna wear or are wearing. There we go. All right, yeah. Post some shoes that I just bought, which I buy a lot of. Hey dudes, should be sponsored, but I'm not. You know, that type shit. But you just showed your face, bro. Be patient. Yo, I am like super motherfucking triggered. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It's it's one of those things. What's going on, Black Dots? I'm gonna play a video about being a stepfather, and I just want to know if I was thinking correctly. I'm gonna leave it up for people's interpretation. You know, I'm not gonna jump down anyone's throat, you know, about it. But I was just trying. Now I know why NASA pays so much for common hardware. It's true. Oh man, hold on. I'm also gonna. If anyone wants to just come up and talk about it, that's fine too. This is gonna be a quick one. This is gonna be a quick stream. I'm not here to stay on very long at all. So I'm gonna post that. Yeah, I'm gonna post that. It's just something I just thought was absolutely asinine. But I thought I would share it with you guys because, you know, a lot of people out here talk about being stepfathers and every damn thing out, and what's the role? So what is the role of a stepfather? As a matter of fact, we touched on this once before on my other channel. And yeah, I would like to introduce you to, we're going to be critiquing someone else's video while they critique, why someone else critiques it. And I would say I got fucking triggered. Not by the person who put the first video up, by the critiquer who posted the video. That's who I was triggered by. I just couldn't believe half the shit he was saying. It about made me jump through a motherfucking. What's going on, Samuel? What's going on? 3 hours. Yeah, it just drove me crazy. But anyway, let's get this in here. Matter of fact, we'll go to my fave. There we go. We'll go here. Well, that one was better. There we go. So, I've seen this guy before. I can't remember his name, but he critiques a lot of videos and he gives his own spiel behind it. Not saying that he's uneducated, but yeah, anyone can give their spiel just like I can. So why not go with his critique and then critique his critique? You know what I'm saying? And my own point of view. So, without further ado, I bid you some bullshit. Oh, of course.
Because her real dad is the one that's gonna walk her. Am I the a-hole for refusing to pay for my stepdaughter's wedding? Because her real dad is the one that's gonna walk her down the aisle? So let me tell you about my stepdaughter. She want her real dad to walk her down the aisle. Now let me give you a little backstory on me and my stepdaughter. She just graduated from university, which I paid for. Now, she went to an in-state university, but it still cost me about $40,000. Now, I also bought her a car. I bought her a car straight after high school. That way she could go back and forth to school. I bought her a car. She still stays with us after graduation. She doesn't have a job.
Okay.
Now, she's set to be married on August 8th. And for the past 6 months, that's all her mom been talking about doing, occupied with. That's consumed most of their time.
Yes.
Now, her daddy don't contribute not 1 cent to her. not to her education, not in child support, which is partly her mama's fault because she didn't, fight for that.
Okay.
It wasn't part of the settlement. And he only around to make promises. Hey, well, I'll do this for you. I'll do this for you. And then take off. And she, be heartbroken, but she adores her father.
Mm-hmm.
So.
As she should. As she should.
She's set to be married in August. The wedding venue, I told them they can have at my home. The wedding venue can hold about 250 people.
That's a lot of people.
I said, hey, I got a list of 20 people. 20 people I want to come to the wedding.
Okay.
I'm paying for it. It's at my house. I want these 20 people to come. Cool. Saturday, I see one of my buddies at the golf course. He's supposed to come to the wedding. I'm like, hey, I'm going to see you at the wedding, right? He said, I only got an announcement. I didn't get an invite.
Okay.
And I was like, no. I let my girlfriend and my stepdaughter, send out the invitation. I told them, I wanted these people invited. So they said, sent you an invite. He was like, I got some, but it was an announcement. We went back to his car. He said he had a car. Sure enough, it was just an announcement. So I went, talked to my girlfriend about it. I was like, hey, did you invite those 20 people to the wedding that I told you about? She ain't invited none of them.
I know.
She said 250 people is a little tight. I don't think we can get your 20 people in there. I was pissed. And the people close to me, pissed as well. She gonna say, if any of the people we already invited don't RSVP, we might can get some of your people in here. Cool. Don't you even worry about it. I just be mad. Okay. None of my people can come. Cool, right? Nah, the crazy part about it, when I check the invitations, they don't even have my name on.
Okay, Mayo. It's some nigga shit, okay? With the girlfriend and the stepdaughter, because you can't have one without being married. But that's beyond the point. Don't look at the thing about that. Just listen to what he says, all right? And listen to the story. And then we can go into that.
They have her real dad name on the invitations that I paid for. I paid for these invitations, but I'm not even on there. Her real dad is on there, and her mama. Cool. Couple days later, right? I'm hosting at my house. I'm hosting the groom and his parents. I'm hosting that way everybody can get real acquainted. So it's me, my stepdaughter, my girlfriend, the groom, his parents. And then a surprise guest shows up. My stepdaughter's real dad. And I'm like, what? Cool.
Remember, the stepdad at this point in time hasn't done nothing. Absolutely nothing, and contributed nothing. So, just make sure you remember that. Just remember the details.
I'm to come to the wedding. It's cool, right? Tell me why. My stepdaughter proceeds to stand up and announce that her real dad would be giving her away at the wedding.
What's up, Bob?
What? The wedding I'm gonna pay for in my house? The dad that don't do nothing for you? Giving you away? Oh, and they was just so happy and smiling. Yay, great. And inside I was fuming. And inside I wanted to cry or punch somebody. Probably wanted to do both, honestly. So I took that time to stand up and give a toast as well. I said, I owe the groom and the bride
I don't even know.
a deep debt of gratitude, because they have opened my eyes tonight. And everybody at the table smiling. Yes. They have let me know that my position in this family isn't what I thought it was. Whew. The frowns that went across the table. Yeah, it done got serious. I let them know that I am not the godfather or, the head of the family that I thought I was, the loved one that would be seeked out in times of need. No. I have realized that I am the ATM. Yeah. So,
Okay, man.
Since I have been replaced as host of the wedding, I shall be giving my financial duties to the new host. And I will back out monetarily. Ooh-wee. Now, after that announcement, a whole lot of snickering was going on around the table and a lot of mumbling. But they ain't say nothing to me. Nobody addressed me. And later that night, tell me why my girlfriend gonna come to me talking about how I'll be ruining so much by backing out and how, her daughter won't have her dream wedding and how her daughter, okay. Well, it's apparent that I'm not family in this family. So the family should take care of it. That's my stepdaughter. Oh, not even my stepdaughter. My girlfriend's daughter. That I just, happened to be around for the last 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
So tell me why. The next day, my girlfriend trying to show me how much I'm ruining. Took me to where they planning the wedding. And the wedding planner showed me, how much they got worked on, what they got set up and all that. So I look at the venue. They got some father-daughter dances. 3 songs. All of them cater to her real dad, not me. Not my taste in music. I look at food that they got.
Mm-hmm.
2 of the dishes got stuff that I'm allergic to in it. I just started laughing.
No, he said 10 years, 10 years.
They wanted me to pay for this. His name on it, not mine. His songs, not mine. The food, I can't eat the food. And the 20 people out of 250 that I wanted there can't even come in. Is in my house. Stop it. The madness. Somebody pulling my leg. I let her know. This looks amazing. But I won't be there. And neither will my money. Oh, yeah. And it will no longer be at my house. Oh, yeah. And you will no longer be at my house. Oh, yeah, daughter. Because, yeah, I'm not family. I'm not even important enough to be put on the brochure. Yeah. So, let her know I'm still not paying for it. And you and your daughter, get out of my house. Because apparently we're not a family. No, you're just 2 people standing here with an ATM. Yeah. Have fun at the wedding.
Rise and shine, beautiful souls.
All right.
Now, normally I just play.
All right, so that was his story, right? Now this motherfucker right here, I don't know who he is, whatever. I don't know his name. I've seen him before. I watched a couple of videos here before. He gives his roles on what a step parent, whether you're male or female, position is. I may not agree with him. Matter of fact, I don't agree with him. I don't even think I agree with any of them. I personally don't, but I can understand why he says them. But I don't agree. But I want y'all to hear and then I'm gonna give my critique of his bullshit. So let's get it.
Play it back. But this time I want to use some tact and some sensitivity.
Tact and sensitivity.
Because he has done so
it.
much for this child, and I know the child is better off because of him, being that the father is not fulfilling his parental obligations. I see this often in these dynamics. The actual parent and the step parent can believe that because the step parent has been there for the child, spending time with them, spending resources on them, invested in that child, they will start to believe that that step parent has became the real parent. And then the actual real parent that's on the outside of the home, they get punished for their lack of being there for the child, their lack of providing resources, their lack of effort. And I just want you guys to understand that is not the right mentality to have, because to your child, their actual parent is always going to be their actual parent. All right. So I got a couple of roles that I want to give you guys. Often whenever you're fathering a child or mothering a child, you're the step parent, you don't know what your role is, so you'll try to assume many. And many of the things you do, sometimes you can get emotionally invested in it and literally try to assume the role of their actual father or mother. So it's going to be a rude awakening.
We're very green. I get it.
You guys to look at
I understand.
I play this video back, so y'all can kind of get this standard. And then whenever we play the video, you can see where my thinking is coming from, right? So if you ever in a situation where you are a step parent and you're wondering, you know, what is my role? What is my duty to this child? I'm not their real father.
Okay.
And I want to be part of, like, I want to be treated as if they're real father if I'm going to provide, right? Well, know this understanding before you go into a relationship where you are stepfathering or step parenting a child, okay? Number one rule. Now I want to go through what is not your role first, and then we'll get to what is your role. So number one, your role is not to replace anyone. Not to replace anyone. Please understand
not to replace
that. Because
anyone.
the relationship didn't work out between that mother and that biological father.
Makes sense.
You don't have to come in there and replace the biological father, for you are not their father.
Okay.
Do you understand?
I can agree with that.
Your role is not the disciplinarian. And I'm going to elaborate on that because you'll take part in that.
That's very fucking debatable.
The main person to discipline this child, okay? Number three, your role is not to provide for the child. Now, I mean, in part, it is.
All right.
But your role is not that. Please understand that, okay? Your role is not to make up for lost time, regardless of how much time that child has missed.
I can agree with that too.
The real parent,
understandable.
The traumas they have gone through, you are not there to fix it. You cannot repair that. You can only be the best that you can be for that child. All right. Number five, you are not the authority over the child. You are not the authoritarian over that child. Please understand that.
I disagree.
Okay, where's my value going to come from? Okay, I can take care of the child, but I can't be the authoritarian over it. How can I, protect and invest in a child if I can't be the authority figure? Well, here's what your roles actually are. All right. Number one, your role is to take part in all roles, being there where you can, but not assuming the role. Do you understand? You are a step parent. We have to understand this. The biological father has a responsibility. If he is not fulfilling those responsibilities, if you can, as a stepfather, take part in that role of helping the mother to fulfill that responsibility. But you are not there to be the sole provider, authoritarian, disciplinarian for a child that does not belong to you biologically. Please understand that. Number two, your role is to build a relationship with the child, not to just come in being even a partial authoritarian. You got to think about the child, okay? They already don't have the actual parent, whether that be the mother or the father, and you would be asking the child to just listen to this person because they're with you.
Okay, see, he's taking this as a person that just stepped into the way he said. Just pause it right there. What he said right there, you're just involved in not to take place. Like they didn't know the motherfucker. That's insane. What's going on, Black Thoughts? We're gonna continue going on with this madness here.
You don't want to mess your child up like that. You want the child to build a relationship with this person, this individual, so they can trust the individual, know that this individual is trying to protect them. You understand? They'll be more apt to perform for him or respond to him instead of just like, this is going to be your stepdad. You got to listen to what he say. Do you understand? That's too big of a burden to put on the stepfather and the child, being that stepfather will now be responsible for that child and everything he tells them. If it goes the wrong way and he is not the actual father of that child, as the mother, I'm sure she's not going to take that well. All right. So let her be the primary authoritarian or disciplinarian. You be the person there to help fulfill those roles. It's not your child. All right. Your role is to understand your authority. How do you do this? You get with the mother. You find out she has a son. You ask her, is the father taking part in his life?
That's like week one type shit, bro.
If she says no, you know you have quite a plate here. Right? So now you need to get with her and find out what does she need? What would be helpful? Because that's really the ultimate goal as a husband to a woman who has a child, is to be as much help to improve the situation as much as you possibly can. You understand? All right. So your role is to set appropriate boundaries once you find out the basis of your authority. So based on what she allows you to be able to do with that child, set appropriate boundaries. Do you understand? Your role is to set a positive example above all. That's your number one role. Set a positive example. You're not going to be able to directly go discipline this child, so set the example, family. Be the person that they never had in their life, not by replacing somebody, but by being that listening ear, by providing advice that they can't get anywhere else, by offering support. You understand? But know that in all that you give, you are not their father. So don't think that that's going to help you assume some type of authority role. Don't do it. You're only going to end up with your heart hurt. All right, now, with that being said.
All right. What's up, Black Thoughts?
Hello, sir. How are you?
I'm all right. What do you think about his rules?
Well, I'm just gonna come out and say it. He's in simp mode. You know he's in simp mode because rise and shine, beautiful people. He's one of those black queen and this and that. So you know he's in simp mode constantly. And what he's doing, see, he's shaming the dude without trying to use full shaming language.
Okay.
Right? Don't assume you got this role and da 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 da. Like this guy didn't assume he had any role. He assumed, well, 10 years, we was all good. Now she getting married and it's fuck me. Like all that stuff that he's saying. Listen, dude is corny. Now, there's one or two things in there that's true, right?
Yeah, I agree. I can rock with some of them.
Right, but the shaming language to go along with it.
Yeah.
That's women Kang vibes. And yeah, I don't know. And old boy, right? Old boy was hurt, and I get it. He's looking a little zesty talking like that, number one. And you could tell he's hurt, so he's trying to laugh it off. But yeah, I don't know. He's just looking a little zesty the way he was acting. That's all. I'm just saying, but I understand he's hurt. He's trying to make, he's trying to make light of it.
Yeah, I can agree with that because that's why I said I was triggered because I'm like 10 years of this shit. And bitch, I couldn't even get a mention on the brochure that I'm paying for. Oh, man.
Yo, not even a mention.
Bro, now I understand what he's saying. Don't take the authority role. Bullshit, because that's one thing I'm not going to do. You going to move into my house and I can't take authority over shit. Bitch, you are outside of your brain.
That's a fact.
First off, I wouldn't even allow you to come to my house anyway if I didn't have any type of authority. Not saying I'm going to beat the shit out of the child. Don't mean I'm going to do anything. But to say I have to run my authority through a woman?
Yeah, that's not happening.
You are insane. But I get it. You're not the father. I get that. If the father if he ain't taking no responsibility, 10 years, he did nothing. He didn't put up a dime and you were outside of your brain. Now, that was just his rules and his roles that he said he wants to give everyone. That wasn't even a kicker. You gotta listen to way this nigga broke this shit down.
Well, old boy couldn't even get an honorable mention, bro. That's wild.
Listen, this is what I'm saying. You know what? I'm gonna let it play and I'll pause it when it needs to be said. This is why what he just said, I'm not even triggered by. What I'm triggered by.
Oh, you about to go in full simp mode. I know it.
Oh my God. I about punched my phone like 50 times. I'm telling you, I don't really get mad. But this shit kind of perturbed me because it's crazy.
Simp mode.
Yeah, for real.
Let's run it back.
Am I the a-hole for refusing to pay for my stepdaughter's wedding because her real dad is the one that's gonna walk her down the aisle?
Unfortunately, yes.
Bitch, kill yourself. That was the first one that's the first one that pissed me off. He said off the bat, you are wrong for what, unfortunately you are wrong for doing that shit. Bitch, kill yourself. Bitch, kill yourself. I'm not wrong.
Beautiful person for paying for the wedding, but you are wrong for withdrawing because she won't let you walk her down the aisle. Just because you're footing the bill does not mean you get to control it. Remember, it is her.
Bitch, you insane. I'm gonna stop. See, this is gonna be a lot of stopping. If I'm paying for it, bitch, you know there's two people that can walk you down the aisle. You could have said, I want both my dads to take me down the motherfucking aisle. Considered I'm footing the fucking bill. And this nigga's a goddamn tag along. He's been a tag along for the last 10 years that I paid $40,000 to put your ass through college. And also you're still living in my house, eating my food, living in underneath my AC, not working, and every damn thing else. For this motherfucker to say you were absolutely wrong for taking your money before not paying for your stepdaughter's wedding because you wanted that motherfucker to walk you down the aisle. Bitch, you could have asked me too. That was it. Anything on that one, Black Thoughts?
Here's the thing. I don't even think. I don't even. I don't think it's just about that. But of course, he's gonna try to
I don't
make
think
it
it's just
about
about that either. I
Like
don't think
they completely excluded him as soon as the real father came along. You no longer exist. No honorable mentions. I don't even want you to have a piece of the cake.
for
Just get
6
up out
months,
of here,
bro.
bro.
They were playing it for 6 months, and he didn't even get an honorable mention.
Nothing.
She could have been like,
That's why he pulling out. Here's the thing, right?
mm-hmm.
If he was like, okay, so if it was one of the scenarios where it was like, look, our father's gonna walk me down, the daddy-daughter dance, you and I can do. You've been here, you've seen me through this, you've seen me through hard times. I'm sure he can reconcile with that.
Yeah.
But it's like, yo, bro, you know what? Just come at the end, you know what I mean, and then thank you. Like that's what it looked like.
Thanks for the money.
Yeah.
Right. Bro, that was the first reason why he pissed me off right there. But to me, that wasn't what the dude was even mad at. But I said, there's ways to fix that problem. All right, I want both of y'all. I want both of y'all to walk me down the aisle, and we can get through this. You know what I'm saying? All right, cool.
Wedding. So if she wants her father to walk her down the aisle, regardless of how he hasn't been there or whatever faults you can find in him, she should have that because that is her real father. If you're truly doing this with a kind heart, you wouldn't mind sitting to the side and watching her walk down with her father and clapping for that. At least he'll be there for that. If he's been doing broken promises, hopefully he shows up and truly walks his daughter down so he can make some great memories with her this time. But
remember what this nigga just said about broken promises. Just keep that in the back of your mind. He said about broken promises, but we'll let him go.
Hey, if that's what she wants and you already willing to pay for it, I would not pull my funds back because I cannot be the person walking her down the aisle. Now, this is before the spell is spoken because he asked a simple question here. And it would simply be, yes, unfortunately, you would be wrong. But now he's going to give all of his reasonings. Now we'll all get invested emotionally into the reasonings and then it'll kind of, shift our thinking. But the logic is simply, you are not here to replace anyone. Rule number one.
Cool, that's rule number one. But this is exactly why lions kill the other lions as fucking cubs.
But you see,
why.
but you see the shaman language.
Oh yeah, I get it. I'm right there with you. But like I said, if it was me and you want to be with me, I'm sorry, you got to give your child back to their father. Because obviously I don't hold no weight compared to their father. No reason for me to be here. Especially just to use me as an ATM and this nigga ain't doing nothing. Bitch, kill yourself. We're going to keep going.
So let me tell you about my stepdaughter. She want her real dad to walk her down the aisle. Now let me give you a little backstory on me and my stepdaughter. She just graduated from university, which I paid for. Now, she went to an in-state university, but it still cost me about $40,000. Now, I also bought her a car. I bought her a car straight after high school.
$40,000 for putting her through college, and he bought a car to get her back and forth to college.
That way she could go back and forth to school. I bought her a car.
Mm-hmm.
She still stays with us after graduation. She doesn't have a job. Now, she's set to be married on August 8th. And for the past 6 months, that's all her mom been talking about doing, occupied with.
All right, so it's great, absolutely amazing that he footed the bill for her college. That is awesome. And he bought her a car too. Great man you have here. But even in doing that, you are still not the father. You are here to take part in all roles. Now, if you have taken part in the finances, the resources, then that's a beautiful thing, but you don't have to do that. Now, that's why I say know your authority. Know the situation that woman is in, if the father is in the life or not, how much he's contributing to the child and to the family, and then you know what you have to do from there. If you're willing to go into the family, being the resource for the child, just that's fine. You can do that. No, they're not going to stop you from doing that, but just you can't. You're still not replacing anyone, and so that's what I'm saying. If even though he's done those things for the child, that's beautiful. It has nothing to do with walking her down the aisle.
Nigga, you are fucking retarded. He is absolutely fucking retarded. Ain't no way in hell I'm paying 40,000. See, the part of what he spent $40,000. This nigga said, know your role and all that extra bullshit. You not supposed to be you supposed to meet her where she at. Well, he did meet her. And he knew that the damn deadbeat father wasn't in there. So as a good dude, he paid for that little girl to go to school and bought her a car. But it's his fault that he did that? Man, kill yourself. Go ahead.
I tell you this. I tell you, this guy's in full simp mode. I'm telling you, he got his cape on. Listen. You hear it. He's in full simp mode. Listen, the hat rolled up, the beard, the way he's sitting there looking, all the simps got the same look. And then they start with the good evening, good ladies and good rise and shine, queen, and come on, you know how it go.
Yeah, and you know the thing about that is, go ahead.
I bet you he wouldn't do any of that shit. I bet you, I could guarantee you, if that was him, he would be hotter than a tea kettle.
So
like he over here fronting, yeah, you should just give all your money away, and you should just be okay not being a part of anything because see, you trying to replace somebody. What?
Yeah, that's insane. The dude said they moved into his house.
Yeah.
Obviously, the mama didn't have nothing worth. I'm not gonna say she had nothing, but you know, he was footing the bill for everything, and he was doing a damn good job. He was good enough to help raise her. So let's just say he met the little girl at 10 years old or 12 years old. That'll mean she'll be graduating from high school at 22. She still lives with him. So that's 10 years from fucking 12 years old to 22. He was taking care of the child. You're trying to tell me in her. Woo.
Yo, and hold on. And he was honestly, he was there for the big stuff, the attitudes, the this and that, college, cars, everything.
When it cost the most, just put it that way. When it cost the most.
Yeah. And guess what? The mother's shiftless too. But again, you know what? But the little big men say
he ain't even fucking. But he ain't even trying to blame the mother at all.
Oh, he got. Of course, I told you, because the mother, in some form of decency, would be like, hold on now, hold on. You have to show this man some grace, you know, something.
This man helped raise you. Your father did nothing. What?
But guess what? She's shiftless, and so is this simp here.
Oh my God, this shit! Like I said, this shit burned me up. I was on flames, boy.
Now, easily, after having done that much for a child, it's easy to get your emotions tied up in it and believe that you're owed something, so to speak. But that's not doing it from a truly kind heart. If you paid for her school, it was so she could have a better life. If you bought her a car, it was so she could have transportation to school, just like he said. So let's not try and make that mean that she has to do something for you in the future if you did this with a loving heart, man.
Bitch, shut up. That ain't what he did it for, you dumb motherfucker. Obviously, he had love for the girl and the mother and wasn't worried about that. And it wasn't until she was getting married that the shit came out like, bitch, I did all this and now you gonna throw me away? That's what it was about. But this nigga, this piece of shit ass nigga don't understand that part. He probably not even a father. He probably not even a father, because I don't think a father would even think about
what did he say?
You didn't hear it?
What did he say? Because it was going in and out when he was talking.
He said that he should. It's cool that he did it, but he shouldn't have did it if it wasn't out of kindness of his heart and for her to do better things and for the future of her life. And said it was his fault. He shouldn't have did it if he wanted something in return out of it. And that's not what it was about.
What?
Yeah, this nigga.
I tell you, bro, all shaming language.
Yeah, let me run that back, just because that was bullshit.
But just you can't. You're still not replacing anyone. And so that's what I'm saying. Even though he's done those things for the child, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with walking her down the aisle. Now, easily, after having done that much for a child, it's easy to get your emotions tied up in it and believe that you're owed something, so to speak. But that's not doing it from a truly kind heart. If you paid for her school, it was so she could have a better life. If you bought her a car, it was so she could have transportation to school, just like he said. So let's not try and make that mean that she has to do something for you in the future if you did this with a loving heart, man.
Get the fuck
All right?
out of here.
Let's stay pure. Let's go.
That's consume most of their time. Now, her daddy don't contribute not one cent to her. Not to her education, not in child support, which is partly her mama's fault because she didn't, fight for that. It wasn't part of the settlement.
Well, she probably should have, but it's his fault because he's not taking care of his child. So if she doesn't take him to court for child support, it's still on him if he is not taking care of his child. It's not her fault if he's not doing his responsibilities. You understand? But let's continue.
Shut the fuck up, nigga.
And he only around to make promises. Hey, well, I'll do this for you. I'll do this for you. And then take off. And she, be heartbroken. But she adores her father.
See? Even though the father breaks promises, she still adores her father and wants every opportunity to be around her father and make memories with her father. And you should respect that and encourage that. You understand? You should actually encourage that because that's her biological father. The fact that he breaks promises does not remove him from being her biological father. And you can see that it doesn't because she still loves him. You can't live in that.
Okay, now he's stupid right there, right? Nothing about the man said he was interfering in their relationship between him and seeing his daughter. He didn't interfere for 10 years. What the fuck are you talking about? I know he's not speaking to this man's situation because obviously he didn't hear nothing what the guy was saying. He did nothing, but she still adores her father, and he didn't interfere with that shit. So what the fuck is this nigga talking about? Absolutely insane. And yes, Mayo, he was a sperm donor.
You cannot live in that. That's why I say you cannot assume authority over the child. You can't start making decisions for them. You might feel like, I wish she'd just give up on him, turn away from him. He keeps breaking her heart and making broken promises.
You would think so, Samuel, but he really true about this shit.
To walk away from their father. It should be.
Hold on. Can you pause it right there?
Yeah.
Now, why is he inserting so many things? Do you notice that?
Yeah, that's what I said. He's obviously not talking to the man's situation because the man didn't say any of that bullshit.
Oh, you would wish that her father would leave. What? That man never said that. Why are you putting that in there?
Because he's trying to make a good point, but it's falling on deaf ears because that shit was bullshit.
No, it's not that he's making the argument that makes the Nightmare Horror feel better. That's the argument he's making. He's not talking to that man's argument. He's barely even talking to the situation.
No, he's not talking to the situation.
Yeah, what he's doing is making the mother feel good and all the other shiftless women that do this. That's what he's speaking to. That's all he's speaking to. Insert saying, "Oh, you this and that." Like, oh, I'm like, what is this guy even talking about? He's speaking to the women.
That sounds like Derek Jackson light, but it's okay.
That's a fact.
We go keep it pushing.
And look at the look. He got the look.
Yo, this is crazy.
Do this thing. If he can't be there, maybe you can show up. If he can't do it, maybe you can do it. Again, help out where you can when parenting this child. It takes a village, so learn your role and then operate in that role effectively.
Hold on. Pause it.
But don't think.
Who do you always hear say it takes a village?
Women.
Now, I'm telling you. Did you catch Angry Man?
No, you're rolling that vidget.
Yep. Did you catch Angry Man's live earlier?
No, I didn't.
These people are black women in man face. That's all it is.
Yo, can you see while I was triggered?
Oh, I mean, again, I noticed the shaming language from the beginning.
It was just,
so I knew which way this was going.
Yeah. I was just like, ooh, this shit pissed me off. As a father, nothing else. As a father, even if I was a stepfather to do whatever else, nigga, what the fuck are you talking about? Get out of here.
The things that you do for this child is gonna somehow give you ownership or rights to this child.
It does.
It's not your baby.
100% it does.
Let's continue.
So, like I said, she said to be married in August. The wedding venue, I told them they can have at my home. The wedding venue can hold about 250 people. I said, hey, I got a list of 20 people I want to come to the wedding. I'm paying for it. It's at my house.
Be better if he just asked if he could invite the 20 people, or tell her that the place holds about 230 people, so he can invite his 20 people. But not, since I'm paying for it, let me have 20 people come to your wedding.
I want these 20 people to come.
Shut them.
Cool. Saturday, I see one of my buddies at the golf course. He's supposed to come to the wedding. I'm like, hey, I'm gonna see you at the wedding, right? He said, I only got an announcement. I didn't get an invite. And I was like, no. I let my girlfriend and my stepdaughter, send out the invitation. I told them, I wanted these people invited. So they said they sent you an invite. He was like, I got some, but it was an announcement. We went back to his car. He said he had a car. Sure enough, it was just an announcement. So I went, talked to my girlfriend about it. I was like, hey, did you invite those 20 people to the wedding that I told you about? She ain't invited none of them. She said 250 people is a little tight.
Now that's wrong. If they're gonna say they're gonna have 20 people come to the wedding and tell him that, then they should have done that. That's wrong to send them an announcement and not an invite. That's absolutely wrong. But I don't think he should have told them, the guy, the business either, the one he wanted to come to the wedding. If he's telling him the business, that's gonna be the reason that they're upset. Now they're caught up in a family matter. If I were him, upon learning that they only got an invite, I got an announcement instead of an invite, I would have just said, maybe that's a typo. I'll check on it. And I wouldn't tell them that I told them this and they should have done it this way and get them emotionally caught up in it. Instead, just go back and talk to the mother and your daughter and try and see if you can get those 20 people to come. But if I was you, I'd just do it with a pure heart. But I would say, don't tell me you're going to do something if you're not going to do it. If you felt like I was wrong for asking, you should have said that then. But I don't know why it means so much to him for those 20 people to come to her wedding. But again, it's her wedding. Let's continue.
Hold on. Oh my God. Hold on. He keeps saying this pure heart shit. Do you notice that?
Yes, sir.
He keeps trying to insinuate that this man did every single action because he wanted something in return.
Mm-hmm.
And then he said, I don't know why the 20 people was so important. Wait, hold on. You've been taking care of this girl. You put her through college. You're viewing her as your daughter. Mm-hmm. She's getting married, and you want your family to be proud of that, to be proud of this woman that you've taken care of like your daughter.
For the last 10 years.
For the last 10 years.
It probably was 12, but we'll go with 10.
We'll go with 10. And this person here, out of his liberal feminist tongue, says, I don't know why it was so important for you to have the 20 people there. Mm-hmm. Oh my God. Tell you, boy, these guys speak, I'm telling you, liberal feminists, that's how they speak. Every last one of them.
So what if you should have said it if you only hold it 230. Nah, bitch, I said 20. I need you telling me you can't get 230 people that you want to come, but I can't have 20, bitch?
And I can't have 20.
Bitch, and I'm footing the bill? And I don't even give a fuck if all 20 of them come. I just want you to invite 20. That ain't saying all 20 was ready to come. I just said, hey, I want 20 of my friends to come so we can have a good little thing or celebrate, whatever. Celebrate the fucking great job she's done as a mother, me as a stepfather, her as a child, getting married and moving on and moving for the future. It's a celebration type shit. I can't get 20 people that I can say, hey, pat me on the back for doing a good job too. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Because this motherfucker, the real daddy didn't do a goddamn thing. Fuck out of here.
And and listen again. He talks like a female. I don't know why it was so important to him anyway.
Yeah, this nigga a pussy.
Hey, yo.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
And here's the crazy part. You could tell dude in a blue hat ain't even a rugged, thuggish bone tough guy. So I know he didn't go to the woman to say, I better have 20 people there. You can tell.
Hell no. He's just trying to make her ass happy. That's why he did what he did with the rest of her.
Thank you. So for him to be like, you can't demand 20 people, I doubt that's what happened. Yeah, I'm sure he asked, hey, I would like, what's the name? That these 20 people, this, that, and the third. But he trying to insinuate, oh, you tried to bully them to get the 20 people there. Like, what? Because you pay it.
The fucked up thing is, he wasn't even a part of it. He was letting them do their thing. He said they've been doing this shit for 6 months, which means, hey, I gave a list of 20 and I left it alone, let them do whatever. Meaning I didn't give a fuck how much it costed.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here. This nigga is insane, bro.
And they planned the whole wedding around him not being. I'm sure the day of, they probably would have been like, yo, you don't got to come. Because that's what it sounded like it was going to be.
Yeah, that's what it sounded like. Hey, you can pay the bill, just don't show up.
Yeah, exactly.
You or none of your people, your friends, none of that shit. That's what it sounded like.
There were 20 people in there. I was pissed. And the people close to me, pissed as well. She gonna say, if any of the people we already invited don't RSVP, we might can get some of your people in here.
Say 20 people don't RSVP. Now those people that wanted to come to the wedding that got announcements that he told about it are pissed. So
listen to this bullshit. Listen to this bullshit.
You think they're gonna be looking real pleased to be there? You think there'll be any animosity there? Probably, right? So why risk ruining her wedding, right? Let's go.
Crazy part about it, when I check the invitations, they don't even have my name on. They have her real dad name on the invitation that I paid for. I paid for these invitations, but I'm not even on there. Her real dad is on there, and her mama.
Mm-hmm.
He should have said all that when he said he's going to pay for the wedding. I want my name on the invitations. I want the food to be the food I like. I want the songs to be the songs I like. I want to walk in.
Why he got to beg, bitch? He paying for it.
His expectations are being let down, and he's upset about it whenever it doesn't go his way. So that's what's leading to his negative emotions and his negative outlook. Well, let's continue.
Cool. Couple days later, right? I'm hosting at my house. Hosting the groom and his parents. I'm hosting that way everybody can get real acquainted. So it's me, my stepdaughter, my girlfriend, the groom, his parents. And then a surprise guest shows up. My stepdaughter's real dad. And I'm like, what? Cool. He probably come to the wedding. It's cool.
Thank you, Mayo.
Right? Tell me why. My stepdaughter proceeds to stand up and announce that her real dad would be giving her away at the wedding. What? The wedding I'm gonna pay for in my house?
And do you want to know?
Nothing for you? Giving you away?
Hold on. There you go.
Do you want to know what's fucked up about that? Nobody else cares besides him and the mother who's giving her away at the wedding. She made that announcement because she wanted to let it be known in public, fuck this guy. They could have sat down and had a talk with him.
Mm-hmm.
At least that's my take from it.
Both of them, like I said, listen. The motherfucking daughter could have came and asked him, like, hey, do you mind if my real dad walks me down the aisle, considering, I mean, he didn't raise me, you did. I would have been like, you know what, I understand that. Give me an option to say no.
Or you could have been like,
Or you could have been like, hey, can you also walk me down the aisle with my dad? It doesn't have a number of people that can walk you down the fucking aisle. And if baby, no.
And again, that's how you know he tender, because they figured, we could just push him out completely and have him pay for it.
Oh yeah, for damn sure.
So he tender too.
Of course he is. We can tell that, but he paid $40,000 for the school, go to school, bought a cars and shit. Dad didn't do nothing. Obviously, they was using him for the money. He was Mr. ATM.
Yeah.
And he didn't even say if he had kids by her. That's another thing. Because matter of fact, he didn't have to. He said you and your daughter can get out. So that tells you he didn't have any kids by her.
Yep.
That's insane.
And I'm like, what? Cool. He probably come to the wedding. It's cool, right? Tell me why my stepdaughter proceeds to stand up and announce that her real dad would be giving her away at the wedding. What? The wedding I'm gonna pay for in my house, except the dad that don't do nothing for you, giving you away? Ooh, and they was just so happy and smiling. Yay!
Now look, for them to stand up and do an announcement that he's not going to be that the real daddy's walking down the aisle, I think that's a little cold. They should have pulled him to the side and told him that she's going to have the real father to walk her down the aisle, sort of like keep him in the loop with the plans. I mean, maybe he could have helped out with this wedding and not just expected them to get everything that he wanted right. But I mean, I don't think it was something they agreed upon to have him walking down the aisle, and I can understand the letdown.
He did it.
Believe that she's going to ask you because you've done so much for her. That expectation being let down is going to hurt.
So he had to help plan the wedding, pay for the wedding, and every damn thing else. It's insane.
They didn't go in a corner.
Yeah, how about be true fucking women and motherfucking do what respect the man that helped raise you and footed the bill for every fucking thing. How about do that shit? Be accountable for the motherfucking disdain that you have for the motherfucker. If you don't like the motherfucker, just say you don't like him. This is it's insane.
Right, because that's what it's looking like. You clearly don't like this man, and you had an agenda. Clearly.
They were just waiting for her to graduate from college.
Yeah.
I was gonna move on because again, he didn't even marry her. So there's got to be a reason why he didn't marry her. But he showed it.
That's true.
He showed it. Pay for the wedding for the girl. Well, was going to, without a shadow of a doubt, was gonna pay for it. Maybe he just don't believe in marriage for himself. I don't know. There's a lot of couples that just cohabitate and never get married. Hell, look at Gary and his girlfriend.
Or maybe she been telling him she don't want to get married.
That too. It could have been that too. I don't know. But he's so willing to pay for his daughter's, the stepdaughter's wedding. I'm quite sure he would have paid for his own wedding too. So it probably was on her. Probably was on her. Because again, she was probably like, I ain't having no more kids. I got one I got. Guaranteed it happened like that.
Shouldn't cause you to be angry though and cause resentment towards you. And listen to him right here at the end. He's like, they're over there all happy, and he's being kind of like, he doesn't like that. And I want you guys to understand.
He don't like that?
Wow.
He felt disrespected, bitch.
She's happy with her father walking her down the aisle, and he's over there upset. Yo, that's gotta be bad, because that's not what's best for the daughter, his stepdaughter. If he had it the way he wanted it, her heart would be broken. That can't be right, y'all. But let's continue.
Shut your puss ass up.
Great.
Yeah.
Inside, I was fuming. Inside, I wanted to cry or punch somebody. Probably wanted to do both, honestly. So, I took that time to stand up and give a toast as well.
Watch this simp gonna say. Hold on. How much would have bet this simp gonna say? You crying because she want her real daddy? Guaranteed. Guaranteed.
The groom and the bride, a deep debt of gratitude. because they have opened my eyes tonight. And oh, everybody at the table smiling. They have let me know that my position in this family isn't what I thought it was. The frowns that went across the table.
See, because you didn't walk her down the aisle, now the position in the family is in question. Brother, you paid for her college 40 grand, you bought her a car, you're there for her, you support her. Man, your position is solidified. It's just not her real father.
Nigga, shut up.
You want it all. Listen, when you meet a woman, you don't meet the child first and want to be the child's father, so you go be the woman's husband by default. You love the woman. You're going to be the child's father by default, stepfather by default. If you go and adopt the child, then okay, then you are the disciplinarian. You are replacing the mother or father. You are the authoritarian. But when you are a stepfather, that means you love the person, and by default, you're going to help raise the child.
You are insane.
It's not your child. Yo, you're doing too much. And now your heart's broken because now you're questioning your position in your family, all because you thought your role was the actual father. You thought if you paid for the wedding, she wants you to walk her down the aisle.
What?
Actually, the father should be paying for the wedding. See, you've already usurped that authority, and you believe that it comes with it all. Regardless of all those roles that are not your role that I said in the beginning, know this.
Wait,
if you assume any...
Yo.
He didn't just say that, right?
He did. He did. That's just... Whew.
Wow.
And that's why I was pissed off.
You've already usurped that. Yep. Wow.
Considering this motherfucker didn't do a goddamn thing. You really? Wow.
That's wild. And you notice how he keeps trying to reduce it down to one thing. He mad he not walking her down the aisle.
Yeah.
Yo, this man sounds like a woman king. Just like one. He does, for real. I gotta say, he sounds like every woman I've ever heard when they do shifty shit.
Who hurt you? The only thing he didn't say was who hurt you.
Facts.
If he'd have said that, I think I'd have threw my phone through my car window.
Yo,
I was driving when I was listening to this shit. I was like, oh my God, I'm about to kill everybody.
Yo, I was starting to get there. I'm like, yo, I'm going to put this phone down before damage happens. This is ridiculous.
This nigga just, I mean, so you said it's okay to get yourself fucked over by a woman and a daughter for a motherfucker that ain't do shit for you the entire time. Well, you know he didn't do shit the first 12 years of your life or 11 years or 10 years of your life. When I get in the picture, you ain't going to say they moved in week one of them being together. So I'll give them a year that they were dating together, that they, he decided, hey, you know what? We need to quit wasting all this money on two separate houses. Bring your ass in here. We'll do the whole married, non-married type thing. And, we'll raise the child together because obviously he's not doing nothing. But I will allow him to come see his daughter because I respect their relationship. Maybe that's what I know that's what he did.
Of course, that's what he did. And this fucking bearded super simp want to try to make him out to be the villain.
Yeah, that's insane. I don't know how the fuck he tried to maneuver that shit. I don't know how he tried to maneuver that shit. That shit's crazy. How was the other man's, the stepdaddy or the step boyfriend, fault for motherfucker doing the motherfucking work to be a good man, to show her what a good man looks like, what a good father's supposed to be like. Because you can't say he just stopped at just putting her through college. He went to all kind of activities and every damn thing else that the daddy probably didn't even go to.
That's a fact. Hey, that's a fact, Mayo. He probably is paying for the stepdaddies, for the real father tucks, too.
Yeah.
Probably is.
Fucking insane.
Yeah, this dude is a simp and a hat.
It does not mean that you assume taking somebody's place. Please understand it. Even if you say, okay, she says you can be the disciplinarian. Cool. You can be the authoritarian.
Fuck out of here.
Cool.
You
can be the provider. Cool. Guess what? You're still not their father. You're still not. You can do those things if you're allowed. That's why I say know your authority. Know your role that you're playing by finding out what all the child needs. But it still doesn't make you the father. So have a pure heart when raising a child. Just love them.
The fuck up.
Be there, understand them, build a great bond with them. Do for them if you can, but don't expect nothing when you do. You're not their father. You're not their mother. Let's continue.
And why he keeps saying "if you can," trying to diminish what he's done.
I don't fucking know. What? Okay. That shit is insane.
Let them know that I am not the godfather or, the head of the family that I thought I was, the loved one that would be seeked out in times of need.
I think that he is everything he just said that he wasn't. He's still the person that they love and they come and seek out.
Yeah, for money, bitch.
He's still that person. He just believes that if he's there to be there when they need him, that he should be there all the time. That's just not how it works. So now he's questioning how they feel about him and questioning his value to the family. The value's there. You did pay for her college. Did she finish? Absolutely. She came back, lived there. So he provided a roof over her head. He's been there in her life for 10 years. This means, and just being how much he's been there for her shows that she sees him as somebody she can come to when she's in need. That's
obviously not the motherfucker walking down the aisle or think of him as an actual father, because that shit's crazy what he just fucking said. Yeah, they need him when they need money.
Yo, how was he putting? I was just about to say, how is he putting that together?
That's fucking insane. Oh, your spot solidified. Nah, nigga, you just the way y'all motherfuckers. So like women always say, it's your actions. It's not what you say. It's your actions. And they actions said, "Fuck you, nigga. Pay me. Pay for my shit." That's what they actions say. And this is insane that this motherfucker can fix his fucking frog face lips to motherfucker say that shit. Oh my God, this shit made me want to punch him in his face. He got a face that you want to punch.
Exactly what a stepfather does. Get in where you fit in. Absolutely. If they need you, step up. Step up. You understand? You're a stepfather. You're not the father.
Oh,
you gotta understand that your role would diminish just a bit because you're a step, right? Let's continue.
You sound stupid.
No. I have realized that I am the ATM.
See?
Right, so just for a moment, brief moment. Why does man look like Chris Tucker with the voice of Plies?
He don't sound like Plies at all.
Oh, he look like Smokey right out the pigeon coop right here. That's funny, man. And listen to his voice.
Just shut the fuck up and play the video, you dumbass nigga.
Let's continue.
Yeah. So, since I have been replaced as host of the wedding, I shall be giving my financial duties to the new host. And I will back out monetarily.
Shouldn't do that as a punishment.
Oh my God.
However, the father should be the one paying for the wedding based on, how we do things socially here. The father pays for the wedding. So, yeah, get with the father. You could have pulled him to the side. Don't say, man, why don't you help
Actually, you
wedding?
dumb motherfucker. It's the parents of the child who fucking pay for it. So his mother and the father should have been paying for it, not the stepfather, if you want to.
Because he got to know his role. Yeah, so the mother and the father should be paying for it.
Exactly.
She's walking. You're walking her down the aisle. She still wants you to be very much a part of it. Can you contribute to helping take care of some of these expenses for the wedding, or either assume all of it? Can you do it? But don't pull back and just ruin her wedding.
Oh no, you pull all the way back.
Man, you
all the way back.
You gotta understand, you're gonna distort or bring a wedge into the relationship between you and this girl that you say you love, that you raising with a pure heart.
Man, fuck that bitch. I wasn't even good enough to be fucking mentioned. Ain't no fucking way. She don't respect me? Are you crazy? She respect my money.
Yo, he's saying you gotta distort the relationship. I told them to get out. I clearly understand what's happening here.
Oh, this nigga is stupid.
Over easy. You understand? Let's continue.
Nah, After that announcement, a whole lot of snickering was going on around the table and a lot of mumbling. But they ain't say nothing to me. Nobody addressed me. And later that night, tell me why my girlfriend gonna come to me talking about how I'll be ruining so much by backing out, and how, you know, her daughter won't have her dream wedding, and how her daughter, okay. Well, it's apparent that I'm not family in this family. So the family should take care of it.
It's apparent that I'm not family. So he's broadened this all the way to I'm not even family.
Nigga, you just motherfucking said he wasn't. You just said it the whole time. He's a stepfather. He should back away and blah, 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 blah. Bullshit. Now, when he does it, he's wrong in your eyes. This nigga is retarded.
I couldn't walk her down the wedding. You live in the house.
Bitch, it wasn't just about that. You are a fucking retard. How he doesn't see that it's the compilation of the bullshit that these motherfuckers keep saying. I put you in school. Make sure you graduated. Went to all your daddy-daughter bullshit, because I guarantee he did. Motherfucking, she eating and living up underneath this nigga roof, eating all his food. He was paying for the wedding, and all that means gowns and every goddamn thing, as well as the other shit on the other side. This nigga didn't even get an honorable mention in the motherfucking brochure or invitation. Didn't get offered, didn't get asked to walk her down the aisle. Matter of fact, only thing that he can say that he was asked to do was be the ATM.
Facts.
That's it. And this nigga said you are wrong. Bitch, kill yourself.
She lived in the house with you, of course, until she's getting married. You put her through college. I'm sure you have a great relationship with her. You are family. You're just not her father. You're just not her father. You gotta learn to accept this type of stuff, man. It's bleeding all the way into him. And then look, check this out. The mother says you always hurting us by pulling out. So pause. But it sounds like, hey, he's let her down. He's got that's a broken promise. I'll pay for your wedding. Now you got a broken promise. So does that mean?
You know what? Is remember I said about the broken promises? Y'all need to wait. Put that in the back of your mind. Here's where he said it. Guess what? That bitch used the broken promises because the motherfucking daddy did it to her all the time. Fuck that hoe. You go get another broken promise today because I'm not paying for your wedding, bitch. You get the fuck out of here with that bullshit.
Well, hold on. Didn't the mother say to him, you would be ruining this wedding?
Yes.
Not you always ruin stuff?
Yeah, he added on extra shit. You know he does. He been doing that the whole time. The person who's ruining everything was the motherfucking father. Now he want to put the ruining of shit on this man that did nothing but make sure she got what she got. And what's up, the professor? This shit is crazy to me.
Mean that, hey, your role should be taken from you because you got broken promises? You understand? Well, let's continue.
That's my stepdaughter. Oh, not even my stepdaughter. My girlfriend's daughter. That I just, happened to be around for the last 10 years.
See, you're not even married to the lady, and you're already assuming a role to her children. Wrong move. Before you are a stepfather, you gotta marry the woman. I should have said that first. That should be the number one rule. You're not a stepfather if that's your girlfriend, man.
You know what I'm saying?
You didn't even show that you that's.
This is when I knew this motherfucker. I knew this motherfucker was gonna bring it there when I was listening. Oh, now you want to address him not actually being the stepfather. But like I said again, it doesn't fucking matter. He did this shit for 10 years, whether she wanted to marry him or he wanted to marry her or not. Did they not get married? This motherfucker raised your child with you like y'all were fucking married. The piece of paper don't mean nothing if y'all ain't motherfucker end up in each other's house sharing the finances and every damn thing else. I don't know what the fuck this motherfucker's plan is or thought process is, but it's all about being a woman. What you got? Black Thoughts.
Nothing. Go ahead, man.
All right, cool.
Serious about her to be fathering her child. So 10 years after putting in this work, look at where it gets you. Man, and if that relationship ends, you're going to know for sure you're not the father. Especially with that just being a girlfriend. She ain't going to want you around or around her child at all. I don't know, man. I don't think we know how to do this thing. He's sitting here thinking he's a full-fledged stepfather. He's not even married to the lady.
Get the fuck out.
So tell me why. The next day, my girlfriend trying to show me how much I'm ruining, took me to where they planning the wedding, and the wedding planner showed me, you know, how much they got worked on, what they got set up, and all that. So I look at the venue. They got some father-daughter dances. 3 songs. All of them cater to her real dad, not me. Not my taste in music. I look at the food that they got.
Now they could have gave the man a song. They could have gave him a dance with her. Not all 3 of them go to the daddy, or give him 3 songs and at least give the man 1 song. I'm sure the father knows he ain't been there, and he knows that she loves this man too. And he's been there as a provider. He's been there to support her, love her, form a relationship, a bond with her. Yeah, I think it would be perfectly righteous to dance.
What's the verdict on this topic? This guy's a piece of shit, man. I mean, the stepfather or the boyfriend father, whatever you want to call it, who actually raised his child from either 11 or 12 to 22, put her through college, bought her vehicle, was paying for the wedding. I think everything that this guy in the yellow or the gold or whatever the fuck this nigga, whoever this motherfucker is talking about is absolutely fucking insane. The way that he and the daughter and the mother disrespected this man who was doing everything for this motherfucking child that's not his, and the real father wasn't doing anything, is astonishing. And that's why I'm glad he did what he did, which was pull out and let the motherfuckers do everything on their own, as well as make sure they got out the motherfucking house. So yeah, I think the guy was in the right. No, that was on what it was said. Yeah.
That's the end result? He threw him out?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Throw the mother and the daughter in the trash where they belong.
With him, to give him a dance as well. But again, maybe her husband.
It's even bad. They didn't even think for the food for him. So let's just name all the disrespect that just happened. Raised her, didn't give a fuck about him. Put her through college, didn't give a fuck about her. Made sure she had a vehicle, didn't give a fuck about him. She still live underneath his roof, feeding her, didn't give a fuck about him. Didn't even give him a song on a father-daughter dance. Didn't let her walk her down the aisle. Didn't even give him food that he can eat because he's allergic to it. I mean, how much disrespect can you take? Didn't even put him on the brochure.
Not even an honorable mention. Nothing.
Didn't mention him at all. They didn't even say contributed by stepfather.
Nothing.
This is
Oh, sponsored by.
They're sponsored by nothing. That's insane. Didn't even give him a billboard or nothing. This bitch is crazy.
Ain't okay with that. You never know. You are just a stepfather. Maybe he don't feel comfortable sitting there watching you dance. You should just ask her.
Oh my God.
Instead of being in your emotions about it. Hey, I would have loved to have a dance with you. You think that'll be possible? Ask, even though you're paying.
He gotta ask?
But let's continue.
Oh.
2 of the dishes got stuff that I'm allergic to in it. I just started laughing. They wanted me to pay for this. His name on it, not.
So see, now he's just too caught up in it.
Oh, he's too caught up in it.
If you pay for the food, it's got to be
He
all
is too
food
caught up in it.
The food is for the
Oh
wedding.
yeah, that's that nigga. I knew I seen him
order
before.
whatever food they wanted to order for their wedding, probably without you in mind.
Oh, I know
Is
who they
it
are.
your
I know
wedding?
who they are. Supernova.
I'm not trying to be funny or hard on the brother. I want you to think about this. You paid for her a wedding.
He don't know no
So
better.
she's gonna order the food that she wants at this wedding. And now you're looking at it saying, hey, I'm allergic to this food. It's not your
Oh,
wedding.
you talking about the dude?
You can
I don't
go
know how
anywhere,
much the dude
anytime
is.
to get the foods that you like. I'm sure it's something there that you can eat. Or you should have told them a special dish that you did want them to have. It would have been better that way. So he's doing
What
all
up,
this stuff
Locksmith?
up front and expecting them to know exactly what he wants and how to, I guess, repay him or fulfill his desires through this wedding.
He didn't even say none of that.
Yo, this dude is out of line.
He didn't say none of that shit. All he wanted to do was be mentioned. That's it. This motherfucker done added in the whole fucking story that was not told.
You should try and Google and see if the mother got a response. Because I'm sure she on the internet being a victim. after this one.
I don't know. I'll look it up. I'll try to look it up. This shit crazy.
And he's getting upset when it don't go his way. Before you know it, man, I can understand that the mother or father was like, I don't even want to ask you to do nothing else because of how you behave. Even though what he's doing is a beautiful thing. His emotions being caught up into it is making him be the problem, literally. Let's go.
Mine. His songs, not mine. The food, I can't eat the food. And the 20 people out of 250 that I wanted there can't even come in. Is in my house. Stop it. The madness. Somebody pulling my leg. I let her know. This looks amazing. But I won't be there. And neither will my money. Oh yeah. And it will no longer be at my house. Oh yeah. And you will no longer be at my house. Oh yeah, daughter. Cause yeah, I'm not family. I'm not even important enough to be put on the brochure.
Facts. That's how fucking simple it was. He wasn't even important to be put on the motherfucking invite or nor brochure that he paid for. This is stupid.
Yeah. So, let her know I'm still not paying for it. And you and your daughter, get out of my house. Because apparently we're not a family. No, you're just two people standing here with an ATM. Yeah. Have fun at the wedding.
Wow. The brother ended the whole relationship and put them both out. Absolutely unreal, man. That ain't right at all. Now, after realizing that you didn't have as much authority as you did, you probably would reconsider the whole relationship and things like that. Maybe consider starting your own family. But you don't do this as an act of punishment. Like, since y'all didn't put me on the brochure,
this nigga is
since I didn't have any type
retarded.
of part to play in it as far as anything other than finances, since I'm not catered to during this wedding, hey, I'm ending the whole thing. So he's like, I'm ending the whole relationship because we're just two people playing house. No, you were in a loving relationship. You were being there for a child that you were.
Oh, now he's in a loving relationship and he should have respected it. This nigga don't know what side of the fence he want to be on. This nigga is absolutely fucking insane.
Well, he does have multiple wives and doesn't know how to choose. So,
but that's neither here nor there.
He's an idiot. Ugh.
This nigga says he's on one side. On one side, he want, oh, you should pull back and this and that. Now he's like, oh, you shouldn't have put her in your life. You should have married before. What, nigga? Decide what side of the fence you're gonna be on. Go ahead, Black Thoughts.
He's on the side of just running his mouth. That's it.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. It's pretty much coming to a conclusion again. So let's see what else you had to say.
Which was making her life better. You've made her life better. I'm sure you made the mother's life a lot better than it would have been without you. All of that is still very much real.
Yeah.
Doesn't make it fake because you're not her actual
that
father.
shit was
and you have to
that shit
find
was
out
fake.
the hard way. You understand? Paying the money for her college, buying her a car, whatever else you've done for her during your 10 years of knowing her, none of that has anything to do with who she chooses to walk down the aisle with. It's her actual
You sound
father, man.
absolutely fucking retarded.
So
Oh boy,
what
was a philanthropist.
Put himself in
Yeah.
his stepdaughter's shoes. Okay? If he has parents, I'm sure he would probably still love and want his parents in his life regardless. You understand? Even when the child says, hey, because you hadn't been there, then my stepdaddy is my new daddy. They even got it wrong.
You get the fuck.
You're not if you are the biological father.
The fuck are you
or
talking
mother,
about, bro?
No one can take that position from you.
Matter of fact, your own brother was taking care of someone else's children. Because, like Supernova said, he's L.A. Truth's brother, and he was taking care of someone else's kids as fucking well. The fuck are you talking about? I can't stand niggas, man. Niggas that say dumb shit like this. This shit is stupid.
Please do what you're supposed to do because the child is depending on you, and other people
now
who try
it's
to
depending
step
on
in
someone else
and fulfill those roles can never replace your role to that child. You are direly important. I would
When they say 60% of 60 to 65% of men that go into paternity code, the child's not theirs. 60 up to 65% of the children
Hey, does this guy Palafessa said, is this man an actual father? Is he? I want to know the same thing.
Oh, I don't know.
Does this ugly hat wearing guy have any kids?
I don't know. I know she said it was L.A. Truth's brother, and if that's his brother, I know he's taking care of someone else. Well, was taking care of someone else's kids. Got married to a gold digging chick, and from there launched her career and pretty much got cancer or some shit. He got cancer and some. It's a whole story behind the bullshit.
Gotcha.
Oh, she said yes, he has kids. Well, he's a fucking retard. Cause ain't no way a man with kids gonna think bullshit that came out of his mouth like that. I don't give a fuck who you are. That's insane. Cause first off, a father gonna respect the father. I'm sorry, that's the first thing you're gonna do. Especially if another father is footing the bill for everything that you didn't want to foot the bill for. Get the fuck out of here. Or couldn't foot the bill for. Matter of fact, the motherfucker should have been singing that guy's praise. The baby daddy should have been singing this motherfucker's praise. For literally taking care of everything. If not coming to him saying, yo, bro, thank you for taking care of my daughter. I know I couldn't do it, and you did it financially. I was just a wingman trying to run off of your motherfucking steam. I don't know. He could have said something to the motherfucker. Obviously, he didn't. I mean, it doesn't mean that they'd had a bad relationship because he was okay with them having a relationship. So they didn't have a bad interaction between them. I don't know. This nigga's just, I don't know.
I'm weird. Say you're more important to that child than any other person in the entire world, for it is you who caused their creation. They wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for you. Please be responsible for what you create, because in your failure to be there for your child, you're likely creating so much damage. Even though you're out the picture, look at what's going on in somebody else's home because they're trying to be there for your child that you ain't there for.
Oh, now he wants to talk to the baby daddy. Now he wants to talk to the baby daddy.
Other home, as you can see. Because those people who are loving your child, they want to be seen by your child as the father, or at least somebody who's very important to be at these events where the child thinks they're important. But the child's always going to first go to you. You know, so I as a father, you should look at it like you get first dibs. But if you don't really love being a parent to your own child, I'm going to say you have the first responsibility. And all stepfathers must know that. The actual real parent, or all step parents must know that the actual real parent has got the first dibs or the first priority or responsibility to that child.
You sound stupid.
You understand? All right, real quick before we end this video, okay? I just want to address all the people out there who may have lost a parent. It's heartbreaking. We have broken hearts.
Shut up. I don't want to hear the rest of that shit. That shit about to trigger the shit out of me. More than you know. That shit's stupid. Holy shit. On further news, Trump was just not sentenced, but made to pay. I know, civil suit was made to pay $5 million. Just to let you know that. How did they say he wasn't responsible, then make him also pay $5 million for something he wasn't responsible for? Makes no sense.
Because it's a witch hunt. They just want to put something on him.
Mm-hmm. Because literally, what does it say? What does it say? Defamation. The jury returned a verdict from Jean Carroll's defamation of battery trial against former president. Blah, blah, blah. However, the jury did not find that Trump raped Carroll. So if he didn't find him that he raped him, Carroll was awarded roughly $5 million in damages by the jury. Okay, so what did he do?
He was president of the United States.
Yeah, that's foolishness. Anyway, it doesn't even matter. I would appeal it through the courts again and make her pay my court fees. Oh man, this guy probably just loved the sound of his own voice. He does. I'm gonna look him up because my son says it. Well, not him. The other dude. The other guy's on TikTok as well. But this guy's brother is L.A. Truth, who's going through that one shit back and forth. Matter of fact, they had a Fight Club topic about his brother.
Oh, that's who he looked like. Yeah. I know that the other dude.
Yeah, the one who had I think he had cancer. Yeah, he did have cancer. And
that was the one who wasn't his girl lying on him or something?
Yeah, saying that he beat her and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's her brother, his brother. He's a so-called polygamist. He has 2 wives and kids by both. I guess both of them or none of them. I don't fucking know. I don't know nothing about this nigga, but I know more about his brother than I knew about this dude. But this guy, you can put him all the way in the trash can. Cause that was the piece bullshitest fucking reaction that I've ever seen from one person about being a stepfather.
Yeah,
that shit's crazy. That was clown mode. Even if like a person that have kids wouldn't even think about that. That man did everything he was supposed to do as a father. Whether you want to say stepfather or father, regardless, is he helped take care of a child and put that child in a better position. Not only that, took care of her like it was his own. And he didn't have kids by the other one because he put her and the daughter out. So that shows you he was taking care of her like it was his own. That's insane. With no gratitude from either one of them. None.
Yo, I was waiting to hear him say, "You should be grateful a woman even gave you the time of day."
I know, right? Oh my goodness. The byproduct of the internet. Yeah. That's a fact. But this was gonna be a short live. I didn't really want to say live too long. I just thought that I would rather share this with everyone since I had to go through the misery of looking at it. I thought I would bring it out to everyone else because I was like, when I say I was triggered, I was fucked. Matter of fact, this is the first time I came home from work and said I have to stream this shit. Usually I'm over here asleep, but tonight is LA. Oh, did he put up a thumbnail? Oh, I don't know if he's going live tonight. Supposedly he's supposed to be going. It's supposed to be Tuesdays with LA. I don't know if he's going live, but usually this is his day. If not, if he doesn't go live, I'll go live tonight. I'm gonna hit him up and see what's going on. He hasn't put up a thumbnail yet, so we'll see where his mind at. But just be on the lookout for LA Wilkes. And Paulo Festa, thanks for the sub. And I know. But yeah, thank everyone for coming in, checking out the stream. It was a quick one. I didn't really want to go over a whole bunch of stuff. I just really wanted to react to this reaction. I wanted to react to a reaction that pissed me off.
All right, bro.
No, it's not. All right. Well, you guys have a good one. See you guys tonight. If it's on this channel or not, it doesn't really matter. Just look out for LA Wilkes' Tuesdays with LA. See you guys later. Deuces.